Hi ladies, I figured I would do a update vlog on what's going on. On the trying to conceive front, we aren't doing anything just because my husband's last sperm test came back and he had 0, no dead or alive, so that kind of determines our plans, even if we had other plans. So he has his next sperm test actually this Tuesday. And we're kind of hoping that since his last testosterone shot was in November, that it's been a few months that it is starting to come back, because it would really suck to not have his sperm come back, because at some point we want to try. So keep us in your prayers for that. That's on Tuesday, and we'll know at the office right after he gives the sample. They can check it right away, and so we'll know. On the weight loss surgery front, it's kind of exciting. It's getting to the exciting portions. Today I had my psych eval, and God, there was this questionnaire that they put in. It's kind of like those old Scantrons that I used to do, and we all used to do, where we bubble in with blue or black pen or number 2 lead, and you fill in I feel like, or it'll say a statement, and you either strongly agree, you strongly disagree, you agree or disagree. There's the scale and stuff like, I'm a very angry person. I've tried to kill myself. Those are the extreme questions. But then it gets tricky when it's I sometimes lash out at people when I'm angry. And I'm like, well, I do. But they're just so vague. And so it's kind of one of those things where it's if you say, I strongly agree that I sometimes lash out, it's kind of are you saying you do it all the time? And it's weird. It's really weird. So I did that, and everything came back fine and everything. So I guess I hid my crazy well enough. So, they checked for eating disorders. They checked for all of that kind of stuff, kind of prying into my life. And so we obviously had to address the trauma of losing the kids and having surgery. And, he said that how I coped with it was just fine. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. He did mention that, with all of his questions and stuff like that, that I will be a really good candidate for the surgery because I've been through surgeries before. I understand the trauma, physical trauma that happens, and that, losing my kids and losing my left tube and being cut open pretty often has kind of prepared me for that portion of it. So that's good. But everything was fine. So that gets sent off to my surgeon and my insurance. Next week is my nutritionist appointment. I chose a female nutritionist, and she's really, really good, and she specializes in bariatric surgeries. And so she's going to show me kind of what my life is going to be like. She's going to give me, packets of information that kind of tell me, how much protein I'm going to need each day, how many, good fats, bad fats, stuff like that, that when I have the surgery, I'm going to need to know. And I'll ask her the questions. I'm pretty sure how I'm going to get my protein in initially is the liquid shakes. I'm going to go high end on those. I'm not going to go get the whey protein you can buy at Walmart. I've done investigations and, just research, and I'm going to invest the money in the actual bariatric lines of protein shakes because there's less fillers, and they're made specifically for you. And so I decided on that. I also decided on liquid vitamins because a lot of men post in the support groups that the pills, and the amount of vitamins that they had to take, it upsets their stomach. You know, their super small stomach that's been surgically altered is having to hold these pills, and pills can take a while to, you know, be processed and things like that. So, and what's scary is these women get pregnant really, really fast after the surgery, taking the birth control pill or the birth control patch or the Depo-Provera, anything hormone based, they're getting pregnant because their body doesn't break down the hormone like it should. So, for example, you know, birth control pills, the hormone is not absorbed. Any kind of pill isn't really absorbed too well, especially after bariatric surgery. So that's why I chose the liquid vitamins. Now, for birth control, we're using condoms because I've never had regular periods, and I want to see if my fertility comes back, you know, if my periods start like clockwork and, you know, those kind of things. And if I had a Mirena, or I had the Implanon, or I was on any kind of, another option is the NuvaRing, which always increased my, bacteria and pH levels and caused a lot of infections for me in that area, and that's gross. So and it's hormone. So I don't want to hormone alter any of my fertility stuff, because the whole point of weight loss surgery, other than high blood pressure and all this other stuff, yes, that's important, but I also want to be able to carry a child and possibly conceive naturally. So I don't want to alter that. So everyone's like, you're using condoms, condoms fail, condoms fail. And I didn't want to be rude and be like, well, listen here, lady, yours failed and you were on freaking birth control pills, condoms, all this other stuff. So because I choose condoms only and I choose not to have the hormone birth control, obviously it doesn't matter because these women are getting pregnant with the hormone birth control. So there actually has to be a stoppage of sperm up in you, because it seems like hormone birth control and stuff like that doesn't cut it after bariatric surgery. I mean, there's like 5 women in the last 3 months that have come out on the support group that are like, oh my God, I'm pregnant, or I'm 3 months post-op and I'm pregnant. And it's like, ooh, 3 months after surgery and you're pregnant, that's not good. But, yeah, so that's our choice. We decided to use the condoms because I want to be able to continue to track and see what's going on. So I'm going to talk to my nutritionist about, you know, my choices in the shakes and my choices in the liquid vitamins. I'm pretty sure she's going to really be excited about that because, you know, from what I understand and the research I've done, it's probably the best route to go. I'm probably going to be focusing on like the tuna salads, the egg salads, you know, peanut butter, things, you know, nuts, things that hopefully my stomach will accept them. You never know until after the surgery what foods will settle with you well and not. So all of those may not go well with me, but those are my plans in the soft, protein ways to get protein, you know, so that I'm not like sitting down for a T-bone steak, because that's just not going to happen. And if I am, it's going to be a very small steak, and it's going to be, you know, 6 months plus down the road. I really want to keep my stomach the size that, you know, surgery created. I mean, it's going to stretch a little bit because I'm going to go from liquids and soft foods to solid foods at some point. But I really, you know, the best way I can put it is I see some of these women that, you know, 3 months after their surgery, they're pounding the alcohol, which you get drunk so much faster. Because it goes through your body so much faster. And it takes longer for your body to process the alcohol too, but they're drinking the alcohol, they're going out to fast food, and they're doing all this stuff because they have this amazing tool that will cause their body to dump the bad stuff. And, you know, they don't get the calories, quote unquote, from eating like that. But the thing is my doctor showed me some pretty scary things that the women that do this and the men that do this, in 3 years, they're right back where they're at. They're 50 pounds heavier after they've lost all the weight. They're slowly gaining the weight back because they're stretching out their stomach. They're eating everything they ate before. And if you're eating everything that you ate before, all you're doing is you're just losing the weight to gain it right back. And your stomach eventually stretches when you continue to overfill it. So sitting down for large 8-ounce steaks is just not going to happen. And I'll probably never do fast food again. And if I do fast food, it's literally going to be pretty much what can fit in my hand. You know, like it's going to be a huge life change. So I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. But it's huge. So after next week, I have my pulmonary test and my nutritionist. I meet with my nutritionist next week. The following week, I meet with my cardiologist for my final stress test. And that's it. Everything gets sent off to my insurance. I take my 101 course through my surgeon's hospital. That kind of just lets me know what to expect, what's not normal, what's normal. And that's February 20th. I believe because I'm currently scheduled for the 101 class, after everything is sent off to my insurance, in a week I will get my approval letter and they can schedule a surgery date. So my surgery will most likely be March or April. So that's exciting. My mom and I have talked about it. I haven't talked to my dad about it. But my mom and dad want to visit in March. Now, depending on when my surgery date is and when they're coming in, my mom may come 2 weeks early or stay 2 weeks after the vacation. She'll stay behind or come early before my dad. She wants to be a part of it and she wants to help me. So that's really exciting. And we told her that we would front any kind of fees to change her flight tickets or whatever like that. So that is the current plan, but I will pretty much do another update probably on Tuesday, and it'll be a trying to conceive update to let you know how the sperm test went. And then after that, I will probably do an update next weekend to let you know how my test went this week. And I'll continue to update every couple days and let you guys know, but that is the current update. The adoption stuff is all still status quo. We have to wait until fall. I keep checking every 90 days, 60 to 90 days to just, check in with the adoption agency and see how things are going. So, yeah, that is it. If you guys have any questions or any concerns or anything that you want me to address, just feel free to comment below and I'll either do a video or something. Any topic is free reign. So, all right, I will do a video soon.